All right. So you wanted to take a deep dive on Bitcoin's, wild ride lately.
Yeah.
Specifically that recent nosedive. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
everyone hears about the price swings, right?
Absolutely.
Up, down, all over the place. But what we're going to do today is really try to dig into the why,
Yeah.
the hidden forces
Behind the charts.
behind the charts.
Yeah.
Not just, oh, it went up or it went down.
Right.
What was actually happening maybe in a completely different part of the world
Right.
that may have led to that.
That's what's so fascinating. So let's rewind, okay? Beginning of October. Picture this. Things are looking pretty good for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Historically, October's been a pretty good month for it.
Right.
This year, everyone's just like buzzing about it potentially hitting $70,000. Yeah, there's a lot of, I think what's fascinating about these kinds of rallies is it's sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way, because you have global monetary policies maybe looking favorable. You even had some noise coming out of U.S. politics, which was seemingly supportive of crypto.
Right.
And that adds fuel to the fire.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, I think it's 86% of traders were all in on Bitcoin going up.
Yeah.
And then bam.
Yeah.
Everything changed. So we saw Bitcoin, it takes the sudden plunge, right?
Yeah.
Dropping all the way down to $60,300.
Wow.
From, 1 minute everyone's popping champagne.
Yeah.
The next minute it's like someone hit the panic button.
Right.
And, you see the entire crypto market cap shrinking by 5%.
Yeah.
But what really I think is important to highlight here is the human cost. Right. Like imagine being one of these futures traders who went all in on Bitcoin going up.
Yeah.
They didn't just lose a little bit of money here.
Right.
We're talking about over $450 million in bullish bets liquidated just in 24 hours.
Yeah. It's, and it just is a reminder that leverage in these markets can magnify gains, but it can also magnify losses.
Absolutely.
And when the market turns against you and you have a leveraged position, and then it liquidates, which basically means your position is forcibly closed out to prevent further losses. That's what liquidation is. It can be brutal.
Yeah, $450 million gone. Just like that.
Yeah.
Really puts these price swings into perspective. And, here's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
Because this wasn't just some, crypto drama playing out.
Right.
Right. This wasn't like, oh, this exchange to this or that coin's doing that.
Yeah.
This drop was triggered by something totally unexpected.
Right. Yeah.
And something happening, halfway across the world.
Yeah. I mean, this is a perfect example of how interconnected our world is, and especially the financial markets, right? So I'm sure everyone remembers, Iran launching those missiles towards Israel, and then you have talk of retaliation. All of a sudden, you have geopolitical turmoil, and it sends these shockwaves through the market.
And so it's all about risk.
Yeah.
Right? So investors get spooked, and suddenly crypto doesn't seem so safe anymore.
Exactly. It triggers what we call a risk-off mentality among investors. They think, okay, things are getting a little messy out there. Let's move our money to something a little bit more stable, a little more predictable. Yeah.
And crypto, unfortunately, is still often viewed as, one of those riskier assets.
And you see it in the data, too.
Right.
Because it wasn't just Bitcoin taking a hit. We saw over $85 million liquidated in altcoins.
Yeah.
Which, for those who maybe aren't super familiar, those are the smaller cryptocurrencies, sometimes even riskier than Bitcoin.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you see the ripple effect there.
Yeah.
Even Peepacoin, that meme coin, saw a $10 million loss.
I know, $10 million on a meme.
$10 million on a meme.
It's just, it highlights how even these, more speculative corners of the market are not immune to these global forces.
Right. And so you really have to wonder, I mean, October, obviously, historically, it's been a good month.
Right.
But after a roller coaster like we just saw, I mean, what happens next? That's the $1 million question.
Yeah.
Will October live up to its reputation?
Yeah.
Are we going to see some kind of bounce back here? Or is this a sign of things to come? Will these geopolitical events continue to have this much sway over the crypto market?
Right.
And I think the bigger question is, are we seeing a fundamental shift in how the market reacts?
Right.
Or was this just a blip? And the thing is, we can look at charts all day long. We can, do all kinds of analysis.
Yeah.
But predicting the market is kind of like trying to predict the weather 3 months out.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible. And I think, it's a good reminder that as much as we think we have things figured out, the world can still throw us a curveball,
Absolutely.
and especially in the world of crypto. It's so new, it's so volatile, and I think that's what's so fascinating about these deep dives is, it's not just about understanding Bitcoin. It's about understanding this whole
The whole system.
crazy interconnected
Interconnectedness of it all.
system where something happens, on the other side of the world.
Right.
And it's like, whoa, that just impacted, this digital currency that I have.
And who knows what we're not even paying attention to, what other hidden connections are out there
Right.
that we might uncover in a future deep dive.
Exactly.
That's what's exciting.
Exactly.